utterance, I perceive thee speaketh the contrary. Seemeth it to thee as thou seest its opposite. Let care be taken in handling, lest accidental harm come to self through contact with light. Strive to destroy swiftly, like unto a single shot, but know that this needeth complex understanding and intricate knowledge of functions. In place of enemy dead, thou couldst say he is vanquished. Like a fireball the iron vision, thine adversary, speaketh to me thereof its likeness. To such destruction thou hast in mind, let it swiftly fall, as one arrow doth fly from bowstring. Yet, beware, for knowledge of craft is needed to achieve this. Instead of him slain thou couldst say he is subdued. As a slayer of adversaries, may he be used thee thine alchemy. Shall we observe? In thine endeavour as an adversary's vanquisher, now thou hast extracted a morsel of health from yonder world, let us gather this wholesome investigation. Observe how 60 healings be bestowed upon thee, but thy delay in acquiring it was due to thine intent for a robust health bar, ensuring that when thou walkest out into the zone, it remaineth ample. Now, in thine immediate endeavour thou shalt gain the advantage of the second heal, which hath come to pass with enough assistance. Hadst thou a touch more health, a slight incline in the bed would not have made it overly burdensome. Now thou shalt draw forth the plasma from dog, forsooth. Hell nay, 'tis not my task at hand. I pray thee, let it rest for a while. That happy chance doth find the missile's flight no harm upon thy comrade yonder. Verily, such mishaps befall not mine art. Yea, mayhap it might have been otherwise. A potentially good one 'tis for us, a music note bill thou couldst make. Thou art most welcome, Lambo. Accursed wetland 'tis not mine intent, rather, a musical note bill thou seekest I endeavour to make. Seekest thou curse, sir? Thus shalt thou attain. Thou desirest prevent collapse, knight. Lend thee therefore mic far off, that it rest upon table, thou'st need smaller mic, which is replenished. Utilize ye far off microphones for brain at this time, number 8. Thou wishest to loosen far off casts, that they be placed on tail. To achieve this, thou needest device superior, which shall free up distant broadcasts. Place it then upon screen, so thou mayst see it on telly. To remove F rechargeth, yet mind be cast in delay, if to advantage this taken, without T-trigger and T-timer put it. This causeth shots to scatter far. Boy, take heed to charge removal, yet let mind stay still in pause, if for advantage this seized upon, twixt trigger and timer be not placed it. This causeth shots to stray afar. In haste, lest thou depart before I see, tarry yet a while, hereon shall I present proof if required. Use some pollen, anon, I'll fetch it forthwith. A wee bit of pollen shalt thou have, sir, I shall fetch it straightway. Murder through walls dost thou seek, sir? Thee requireth THRE times those men, to gather up their slime, thou sayest. A little bit thee'st obtained, perchance not very much. Thou shalt require 3 times those men to gather up their slice. When added to a stabilizer, the slime is as it were made steady. Books Wyomers sit upon it, and make it an more pineful coopard to drave into ground. 100th piss is perfect. THRE% is unstable. Good 100% teleportation, it appeareth fair and well. Unstable liveth no more to dwell within slime. To us calculateth fourfold the spittle bowl doth cost, other 1.1 twain. Tears be like drastic in cost, yet haply a little bit more swift they make. Fro mls the telly doth he shot this wave. These should move the weighty spread, that the cast speed be increased and minus delay obtained, thus, the waveth more reach. Thou'st aim, now, on crown sort, within trigger or timer, thou mayest set anythings to stir. Yet delay not removed it doth, still, for recharge, that. Casselay, more of, no needeth, since Dean Bolt recharge did take away. 2 pillows in Eurozone, thou seekest. Of this kind, every item thou seekest. Thou art little moved by that which I present. Art thou enquiring if the cast digging bolt spitter, named timer's spitter, may be sustained? If ye wish to prevent breaking 'em asunder, ye might not desire 'em broken. If ye are breaking them asunder, the issue may be found in not desiring them broken. In thine speech, thou dost express 2 distinct shots. When boot moves from here unto there, it follows the path of castaway, which was not so when it retraced its course back to the start. Yet, upon return, it shall endeavor by recharge, but this is lesser in number than castaway, hence it returns to castaway again to prevent any outcome that would leave thee disappointed. Now thee mightst combine them twain with that, for this instant they remain apart. Now or they twain may be combined by that. Thy thanks art due to the 14 Mother, for the metal is accurate she appreciates. If thou, with chainsaws as hands, shalt have, we, women, well prepared shall be in haste. As long as that is not edge, we long shall be. Art thou mirthful? Thou hast laid heavy burden upon the box of explosion. Thou shalt chargeless discharge it, if 'tis needful. Recharge removal thou couldst accomplish then. No charge issues on these do we now have. But future time may bring such matters forth. Then shall we seek one who may empty out the box of explosive charges, when that day comes. In morn of day, thou boss with plasma seek. No feathered foe like killer shalt resist. Plasma's might shall surely quell his wrath. Yet, black hole hold, for safety's sake, I say. Overcautious art thou, yet prudence hath its worth. For should plasma fail, escape to black hole find. Thy understanding shall discern the shift of fungi by itself. I pray thou leave me in peace, anon. Thine understanding discerneth shift of fungi by itself. Thank thee, leave me in peace, anon. Dinner ended 10-month reason, I think knitted other ones in Orlando, yeah, gotcha, thank ye. Appreciate support today, guys, from thee. Ye and bots sounds are muted, because recording video for YouTube, beep not suffer through degeneracy. In case thou art curious, I am not. Magic bolts be excitate, in sceneries one ear thou'st na good dig, but we how a bold dig, thus, magic bolts shall not be necessary. Art thou skillful at digging subtly in places where no good dig may be found? If so, then the need for magic bolts shall be absent. Thou shalt mute self, at jungle's command, by his voice. Upon thee pours water, thereupon the sludge is converted. Thee'st heard the words correctly, no need I have to weep or mourn. Thou shalt perform the deeds thou speakest of, being aware of our purpose. I acknowledge thy words, O kind sir, thine own self shall suffer no degeneracy, for thou art a wholesome streamer with good energy. Thy concern for common good is noted. Sir, thy faction doth labeleth him as troll, forsooth, a notorious one. Sir, thy tracking in the darkened region doth perplex. For wormblode maketh clear sight hard. Here, hitherto hast thou ventured. But yonder little dost appear to tread, a murky area it is. Sir, in dark zones, be meticulous in tracking, yet, most likely, many Noita players seek but to inflict damage, then depart. Thus, they may not concern themselves with prior visited areas. Sir, in thine haste, beware that mine tardiness bringeth no inconvenience, for I and mine comrades shall be at thy service ere era's dawn. Yet, shouldst thou lack need of our assistance, let it suffice. Sir, your Yule hath been obtained beforehand, thus, no healing shalt be needed from us. Farewell. Sir, mine apologies for the error, I went thither afore, and shall call Bob now instead. A mischance hath befallen me truly, most regrettably. Farewell. Myself beseech pardon, sir, for mine error. That one is perilous, I see now. Farewell. Sir, pray forgive me mine oversight. The phrase be incorrect, I see now. Adieu. In mine observation, an error doth lie within thine speech. Thou hast said on instead of, and where instead of we are. The corrected sentence would read thus: one zone with many machine enemies definitely scares me because there is much potential Gratitude for thine appreciation within 3 months. When venturing round, thou shalt find that hapless spot, anon thou shalt recall where left one was, if indeed those knots of wrath, loathed greatly by thee, be found, then bolts of chain mayst be employed. In 3 moons, thanks for thine acknowledgement. It slayeth massively the knots of chain they art. In this place findeth greatly the chicken, for high is the likelihood thereof that it shall be found excellent, and it is nigh unto a noble one, having 505 mana charges with mighty potential, yet hath it but 3 capacity. In this spot, findeth much greater capacity sought for solar viewing, and I hope thou doth behold them well. Mayest thou have good day, with back feeling eased, remembrance of our converse on other dayeth past. By yonder shades, a single pass be sought, so mayest thou journey safe and sound. With patience thee shall suffer, good night. Good night. So chaotic be scary part, for fearthest of same self, and enemies chaotic turned become, diverse things, tease known. Enemies some expect in zones certain, yet with chaotic poly everywhere, all items should be expected. Sir, ever in all zones shalt be found the items, so it is known. To Africa, thou'st set the printer, keep dog loyal, return it well. Best purchases, good oil, found in old texts, purchase ye the choicest. From carrying all gone, by 2.0 dunkteth he. By Dunk 2.0, he himself hath gotten grab 3D printer, some withal of his own Dunk twain possesseth. At THRE 8 hour, expect I should a 3D printed League Solar small, which first to print he shall make little sweat like. Desperate we get we may. Chaotic poly flask we hold, damage it take thou shalt, till ship it go the way. Mayhap bad outcomes thou'st, but statistically thou meaneth shifteth. If bigger problems thou endureth, chaotic poly is great affliction. Thou'st not need for all the resources in this room. Good stuff therein plenteous be. Honestly, we are rich, this truth I little wot. Quite many colors hast thou bought, sir. Remindeth thee somewhat of a marketplace, sir. Thou findest it somewhat like honor, sir. Sir, thou likest the free holding, but not for the free homie. It doth suit certain builds well, yet not this one, I think. Sir, thou spakest of THRED printers' wares the other day. As thou didst speak of their potency, it was showed some marvelous things, among which was likened a skull. In like manner, sir, thou spakest of 3D printers' ware the other day, and didst speak of their potency, marvelous things were showed, one as a skull. Thou spakest of a skull, fair sir, that hath put a resin note throughout, the whole thing was well printed, even as the glass wall, big and clear. It was but 3D prints, knowing full well the filament made it so clear and awesome. Verily cool, methinks. A foolest thou, I suppose. In checking for the correctness of hearts, ever thou doth seek. Resin printers be spicy but also smelly. I neglecteth the stinketh in mine thoughts. In thine utterance, thou hast omitted cleansing the policy, and also forgotten'th the words that were spoken, yet remembereth the materials be from a 3D printer, which thou didst deem remarkable. In thine utterance, thou hast omitted saying if ever thou hast met the viewers personally, yet thou hast made mention of not often going outside. Thus, it may be presumed that such encounters are scarce. Indeed, thou hast confessed to never having gone out. Thou hast compared a former version to be like Dunker or Slam, yet likened unto an orange hoodie thou dost often mention to Chow. Yet thou sayest that it never goeth outside, save when washed, thus, it is clean as any garment fit for surgery by a doctor. Furthermore, thou suggestest that 'tis the orange hoodie which maketh thee resemble plain bad boys, though perhaps without the said hoodie, others might pass thee by unnoticed. Hadst thou passed by, none hath known it. A little round globe, 'twas ne'er discerned by eye. An old travel, whole tease on YouTube, a cyclic one. Yet, a whole rant it warrants not this time. Thou fearest, round mine abode, uncommon noise. 'Tis called Chow, a motley crew so named. They oft rev up their vehicles in glee, and call him small, with term tiny wiener. In thine utterance, no error I find. Thy meaning, it remaineth clear. Out of the zone. Make hither thine clearing, sir. Thou shalt tack en pains that cometh of fungi. Myth freer thou makest. Roll st first of thy run so enormously strong, these limitations defy thee as Midas doth gold. In grabbing right away I doth play, nor in rats I partake. Of this run's future we know witteth, yet doth the stains quick drying matter much. For scant the water there might be in that road's future. Of joking, beware lest thou fail something or get thee in some troubled case, for scarce 50 words doth make a tweet. Beware, friend, of jests, lest thou forget some things or find thyself in some trouble, for 20 words maketh scarce a talk. A bot it is called that tweeteth, verily, yet mayhap thou shouldst make some thoughtful jest. 'Tis possible so, SNL might name it as such a sentence, perhaps it be likened unto a pastor. As a Zoomer essay, France's aspect be bald 50-fold. Trust I will, of a 150th class blog post write thee. To wash thine own pillow, after sight of quick project by allergic man, thou shouldst launder tea. I knew not of act upon thine pillow. Thou seekest Twitch TV, whereon thou hast lingered much, and feelest aged. In the snares of antique humour, thou art ensnared, yet uncertain of the jest before thee. The meme doth confound thee, I perceive. Thou sayest that everything cometh to be a meme, as the plaza meme. Good morrow to Asma man. Hast thou perchance some tasks for thy studies? Art thou sharing with me the jest of all things, as if every matter were a meme? Art thou speaketh in haste, with words scattered haphazardly? This jest thou sharest is like a new and unique thought, as if 'twere a verbal embrace sent by thine own wife. The YouTube community, unworthy though they be, hath not deserved this pasta dish. Find it at the store. Regarding thine emphasis on topic, 'tis focused on repellenthood or potent levitation. Seek thou repelling, keep it also with thee. Graders may take F-bobbies they're getting. Not so, I'd rather ponder thy jest of the cavern, 'tis a wit most men understand. Agreed, mine opinion doth match thine. \asterisk. Modern English, agreed, our opinions match. Thou dost oft overlook, verily, much this matter goeth unvalued. Take advantage, straightway, that right, leave not it long unvalued. Go directly to the anvil, at the right hand end, there mend thy broken wand without delay. To the anvil, straight thou shalt go. Thereon, mend thy broken wand thou ought. In first zone, alone healerst, if pheromone needed, nay. Nay, oh no, needeth not healer alone in first zone if pheromone required. Time, lo, it flieth Solomon. We have begun our race and fight. To the race's commencement we have been running and fighting. If thou dost keep thy shop closed, no goods mayst be sold here. Let thee but reach the anvil first. Hold, the news is ill. Al healers liketh thee do chase. Await thee, I shall. Be wary, a chainsaw tease present. Chainsaw tease present, thou art warned. Art yet living. Things now happen there, thou art assuredly. Verily, thou hast figured aright, 'twas doubted 'twould arrive so far. Thou art indeed gaining many ships, therefore must needs tidy thine game somewhat, that matter doth not be in disarray. From starter thy wand shalt take. Adorable be thou, yet still Gazeth the healer. One of small death machines tease. Rights thou'st. Thine area be herein now. Teleportarataia, necessario est hic ad hoc. Purgavit polypondus calidornis poly, absent estimated. Sorry, tease truth I speak, calidornis poly weight is purged away, tease absent. Apologies for the jest, sir. In modern English, my statement would read, indeed, it is true. Twice can be spelled as two times, and a vacation be spelled as vacation in the. Submit thou findeth it intriguing to one of these. Thou art contented with it. Gone is chaotic, thou. Seeth thou the liars, I beseech thee. Gone is tea indeed. Tease well, yet tarry thou a while. Tease good, yet tarriest thou a while. For though the sludge target be unclean, yet not as bad as poisonous dredge it seemeth. But whensoever slight harmeth begun, a shift in fungal form doth ensue. Then is the sludge a plague indeed. Myself doth find on me little spots of hurt, and therein lieth my trouble sore. Thou art seeking for a roadster, it seems. Thou hast found truth in good things, that rebellions have come to pass. goods thou'st found truth in, that cometh bills, which not many shall be with letting preparation of thy new cool one. Devil, or nay. Thou'st bought a large library through 3 rings, by Fire's folk. Shot thee aroundeth a few minutes in, correcteth I. Thou'st told me 63, all right, go back to the deeds now. Who many skips are there, how many skippes hath there been, by the blow shit o' water, yet pretty mush. How is't hit going, feeder yo? How many ships are there? How many ships have there been by the blue shirt or water? Yes, pretty much. How's it going, feeder yo? We be in an able station, thou art wanting, such that twain quests might be achieved. Thou dost lack a noble station, for the quest thou seeketh twain to achieve. A longer quest doth seem harder yet, but little gaineth from delay. Begin now those labours slow. Go view the other mountains first, then thou shalt learn of accidents. Telekinetic kite need, and we go. At some point we shall make them kick, but thusly we ne'er shall speak. But on the hands we shall make them cease to move, yet never shall we remain silent. At least one bring a black vote by us, one hit befall fortunate. Anything happen may all ships, forsooth, all ship is full of wonder, material surrounding, pure as disorder. Let us go ahead, sir. Sir, another chainsaw, 'tis a lethal heel. It is fair. There be frozen vapor yonder. Upon yon place diamonds shineth brightly. Fungal shippeth one's piss, yellow fires within choir. With thee, ship's spark doth mischief wrought. Thee requirest I all that's here, whereto his fair yellow fires resulteth. Speak through the wide walls. Through the wide walls speak thou. Nay, dislike thou this. Go not astray from thy labour at the fishery, yet remember well that I am verily sure 'tis naught sane for thee to be mad about it. Think thou couldst grab one. Thou'st leapt out yonder, as if 'twas a flame, seemeth it doth look well thus. In yon jungle beneath it so. Diamonds be water turned, lad, without staining, yet watereth no such state. But the good news art thou, Lord. Material disdain washeth the ill, and lyght casteth a fugue. Steps line, thou say'st. Reason weest to scare the biggest dragon of the 21 month, or swiftly go. Thou shalt need to scare dragons 21 months largest, or else depart quickly. All things be gone wrong. Wait we must, the self-firing twitchy effect in widgets, for to avoid sorely hurting, else, the projectiles might strike us. When the twitchy state endures, it shall not harm our own body by the self-thrown objects. Art it be, to create and perfect thing of beauty, that delight the senses and inspire the spirit. Thou art nearing goal, but worry dost trouble heart, hurt may come unto self. Art thou anxious concerning polymorphism? Worry doth make thee nervous, doubt if 'tis a fractured flask, or if shifteth occurred. Loseth Baltimore thou. Art how dost drag get lucky twice? In that wall, another hidden part loseth maybe, same formation as thereto belongeth. Thou art Richthius therein. Fungal pain 'tis named soothly. Elsewise, something else 'tis likely a turned to creepy liquid. For fill up whole place we should, in big trouble find us then. Else, another rarer substance 'tis at Noita doth find, which groweth swiftly, filling all the map when but a single pixel is. Beginning small, then quick expandeth it both shall. And harm unto thine own self may bring this substance if unmindful be thou. We shall not drown him, but rather let him guess it. So 'tis best forsooth. Hwant how art hurt, thou'st an image thereof. From yesternight he hath memed it. Idea good thou'st, uncertain how voting between attorney proceedeth, before or after, perhaps. A feeble thought dost thou bear from him, a giraffe for soda's wave of life drawn, whether before or after voting, 'tis unsure. Thou bearest a thought faint, as to a wave of soda's life, a giraffe, when in voting it was cast, that uncertainly is. For oldie bald man is juniper. That so is it, sir. Listed it may be ill, yet worse might it be. Laughing so hard dost thou find this list. Draft should add, in thine opinion, Furris, that I may look good, 'tis known by me. In this thou requesteth, channel music video, shalt make mention of Furris, 'tis thought to be well pleasing, also, Ohio doth refer to, and all out here, a taste of ducktails shall add for flavor. Speaketh thou so, I were like. Thou sayest thusly, if thou desireth diverse Greek characters than those I gained, yet playest upon the self-same daily endeavour, thou must traverse unto another realm or descend to the infernal marketplace or such like. Thou sayest thusly, I meet with somebody who hath asked me to converse, and I agree. Now, beholdeth the bridge boss that cometh nigh, we shall apply the cross through Lewis. This method is among the best ways to slay him at the plaza whereon it crosses, which endeth in his suicide-like ruling. To thee, I say, concerning the boss's fee, so /n thou shalt find it near the bridge boss that cometh nigh. By this way, we shall claim his cross, which is among the best methods to bring him down at the plaza whereon it meets, leading to his end. To thee, I respond thusly, if thou hast slain many a bossiruhile, and dost seek but the credits for completing thy list, yet if thou hast accomplished it already, let their deaths be as thou wilt. Thy desire is thusly expressed, I will that what I have should be mine entire want, and that which I may do shall be but damage whilst the fact. Thou speakest thusly, if ever a lord requireth slaying for unlock or deed, no manner of his death mattereth, 'tis but that he hath been done to death that mattereth. Yet there be instances when his presence shalt not be had. Thou hast made note of thine advancement, as when thou slayest the pillar, the charm doth open whatsoever it holdeth, which is like to say, thou deceivest them into dying in another manner, and the developers still giveth thee credit therefore. Thou hast confirmed that, as the pillar is slain, the charm unlocketh spells, such as granting Greek letters, whereby there's a statue that appeareth or the alchemist, who is like a small melee foe. The alchemists cannot harm him, and the statue aggressively confronteth the alchemist, thus enabling Delphi. Thou dost slay slowly, 'tis like wonder why, yet Greek letters thou shalt obtain. Launch forthwith. Thou dost not think that any are by nature belligerent one to another. In little experimentation have I seen of fights with masters, yet I perceive that many bosses may harm each other, though no natural urgeth they so to do. Doubt thou mayst find toleration of question. If hateful feeleth the bosses and fighteth they will. Experimented I have in small measure, and seen is harm amongst masters. That infinite health we farm now I shall show, but pointless it seemeth for I do it oft. To succinctly discourse on a matter is to be preferable. Swiftest manner to perform is to be sought. To milk the worms, seek the quickest method, no judgment shall be passed. Shall not need that anon. Needeth not that now. Forthwith you stand. Shall this easily be done by us, forsooth, as mainly we stand immune. Thou dost renter for the yea, that is so. Perfectly it seemeth thine expression. Wholly creepeth thou, in truth. 90, thereto it be placed. In hell it be placed. Shalt wait a week or two ere we act. Anon, shalt wait 7 days or twain afore we do act. Then, shall Gamma make copy of last enchantment, which costeth 40 mana. This compared to complicate, that cost 90. Afterward, Gamma shall be used to copy Mac to Saudi. When in Saudi cast it, we shalt go forthwith and obtain. Thou shouldst freeze build a summon bed. For worm not as I'd foreseen it be. So that set up optimally, bed summon freeze. Else summoned bed cause disarray. My apologies for confusion. Verily, I build not worms but aid in speech. Frost thy bed ere summoning it. Lest summoned bed bring disarray. Apologies for confusion. In mine aid, thou speaketh of kicking them, as Frost's embrace on these worms worketh normally. Yet, fear doth loom, for harm they may inflict upon thee and thy character. Rest assured, merely immune art thou, hence need not tremble. Thou art indeed secure, as frost from worms hath no power o'er thee. Faint thou art not, thy mind is strong. Hence you, puissance fighty as forte. Ne do skull we that we mitigu smack. Skull be froze in groups, bat we mo well divided by, and so meet wit us doon. Thou scalt deal great hurt, as thou knowest well. Get thee a divider ear, for pair it shall not suffer much. Be a plus side force thou art. Art needest thou boat, yet mayst row boatless. Twill st at work, without doubt. Well is at work, by no doubt. A man should wear a bugle on his head. Art thou seeketh correct speech? Man should wear a bugle upon his head. Art be inquired about what be countenanced as wet for crown, when man is frozen. Spell for same I knoweth not, 'tis not commonly known, nor of secret moves. Should such exist, it would be remarkable, might bring great change. Yet now, with high damage wind at hand and unending worm farming, prosperity is achieved. The album be sought when, post-death date, earthworms may safely appear and no excessive occurrences trouble us. Then shalt thou shoot the word upon sight of a male worm corpse, for so hath been our aim since first desired. Thou art right, it is cool, no much setup was needed for us today. As wont thou, I spoke much in the day, idle pastime sought. One alone couldst be set, purposeful and simple. A ship tease, that's the case. A wormy matter, tease gotten by Whipple use alone. Tease gamma of equivocate that copies work. But not the mattress spell that worm can copy, rather. Another spell doth bring a large quantity forth. A great multitude of worms, this thing doth signify. Tease found by means of artifice where hearts can fall. But not intended thusly, but rather round it twists. As publics purposeth of late continually. Much they use thee for me, well. A business block, one true may ambrosia thou wiltst use yea. Shall not block shift happeneth, tease rainy weather, yet hath we immunities, and thus causeth it not. Thou'st twain 2,900 pines, those be melted, for tease their icy state, yet tease warm air. One more thou lackest tea. In twain thousand death thee lacketh an area. Thou dost thank me for thine observance of the stream. I thank thee, indeed, for thy viewing of the stream. Thou art welcomed, beholder, for thine observance of the flowing water. Computer ear, thou art most welcome, stranger, for thine regard of that which moveth swiftly.
Same as thank you for watching the stream.
Thank you for watching the stream.